Leos, my friendly lions. Greetings, Leos. Welcome to the Everything is Energy channel. I am Faith. I am an intuitive tarot card reader, life coach / spiritual coach and advisors. My lovely lions, my lovely Leos, we are gathered here today on a Dark Shadows, Dark Mirrors read, where we go within, we look inside, we go deep down inside, checking the shadows, those boxes we hid, those memories of pain, trauma, hurt, right? Things that we may have done that we didn't want to see, whatever it may be. We're trying to build and start a habit where we're practicing this on a continuous basis where it's easy for us, right? Because these things we hide are not hidden. Instead, they turn into little monsters. You hide some pain, you hide a memory, and then that memory evolves like a monster. It's like that movie The Gremlins, if you ever seen it. You put water on them after dark, and feed them after 12 midnight, and they turn into gremlins. That's what we're dealing with here. Something that follows us throughout our life and affects our present as well as our future in all ways you can imagine. So let's get down inside and look in this mirror, metaphorically speaking, and see what our pains is, what our hurts is, so we can deal with this situation and bring it to surface. Guys, it is the 9th of June. It is June 9th, 2023. Let's get into it. Whenever you see it is when you meant to see it. When I knock, that means I'm ready to rock. Talk to me, team, for my lovely Leos. We're going to take one card from the Dark Mirrors deck, just one card only. That's the main energy we're going to work on. That's the energy that team is asking you to work on the most. We do this reading once every 30 days or once a month. So we're going to just ask team, what's that one energy you want us to work on the most this month, right? Talk to me, team, for Sagittarius. We will pull off, this is our main energy, but we will pull from other decks. All right, we have our card, and it is number 27, making that number whole. 7 plus 2 is 9. A completion, right? And fragmentation is here. So fragmentation. Now, when I look at this card, this is somebody who has some type of wings, like fairy wings. Now, I could say this is like a costume, but unfortunately, this person only has partial body. Their body is missing. If it is all there, it's very much hidden, right? I'm guessing that body is there, and it's so dark in the shadows. This person feels so fragmented, such in pieces and shambles, right? Not their full selves, not whole, not complete, like the number 9, right? They're hiding this, though. Most people don't see what I see. The fact that I can see, like, there's a partial body person that almost look like porcelain. The necklace with flowers stand out more than anything, but it's only hanging around a neck, and the upper body is missing. So all we have is the neck area and like the part of the shoulders, and that's it, plus some fairy wings. Interesting. It's a female figure. They're staring like angrily or hopelessly angrily at something. Interesting. They said, and that's the number 9, fragmentation. So I'm guessing we have some things that we've gone through, that we've been through, right, in our lives, right? Whether it been childhood, adolescence, wherever things may take place, or different times throughout our life, most cases, for all of us, right? That got us feeling broken inside. Like, how the hell you come in, you break my life, you break my heart, you break me in pieces like a porcelain doll, and then nobody stays to help try to piece this stuff together. So now I live an illusion. I'm like a doll with fairy wings. These wings I just heard are wings these are your wings. You're in fragments. Listen, this is a spiritual experience we having on this physical plane. They say, huh? And you're a spiritual being having a temporary physical experience. What I'm saying is your wings are there because that's who you truly are. You're a light being, right? But how could you know, or how could your light shine when you're in fragments? When people have stomped on you, broken you, trampled over you. Let's imagine if you are a porcelain doll. The last thing you want to do with a porcelain doll is drop it or throw it or treat it and slam it down or anything like that, right? Because these pieces, they start to break. And when we say slam it or throw it down, we mean abuse. We mean mistreatment. And guess what that abuse and mistreatment could make one do? Go and misuse and mistreat others. Sometimes not even controllably almost. Now we have control, but you ever been hurt so much that you so used to that hurt that you mimic that behavior damn near uncontrollably? Now you know it's wrong. You know you don't want to sit here and nag. You know you don't want to yell and scream. You know you don't want to whoop nobody that hard when you whoop your children. You know you don't want to treat your partner the way you do. You know this, you know that, but it's almost like you can't help it, you can't stop it. You know this food ain't good for you, but you keep eating it anyway, even though the doctor told you that it's affecting your health. But we can't stop it because we're used to this behavior. Is it really that we're used to it? Or is it that we don't go inside? We don't dig deep down inside to see what causes the behavior. I guarantee you're going to find a pain. You're going to find a hurt. You're going to find a trauma. We seem to bury these things inside till it turns us into fragments, into pieces, into a porcelain doll. See, when you flesh and when you're a light being, such as yourself, Leo, my lovely lions, you're a little softer, right? So if you happen to fall down, it could be a flesh wound. You may could break a bone, but you're not going to break in little pieces like glass. This is somebody here who feels fragile to other people, fragile to put themselves out there, because almost every damn time they threw this porcelain doll around like it was made of flesh. Now, we're metaphorically speaking. We know you made of flesh. But the pains it caused was almost as though if somebody was slamming a porcelain doll down real hard or mistreating the porcelain doll, even possibly dropping it. Who dropped the ball on you, Leo? My lions. Who hurt you, baby? That's what we hear, to go inside, to dig deep. Now, the best way to handle these things, I'm not going to lie to you, is in meditation. Is going down, sitting in the quiet. Everything here is mental. Use your mind, your power within yourself, your mind, your soul, right? To have enough courage, because you my lovely lion. And if you lack in courage, then damn it, we're going to go see the wizard today. Welcome to the wizard. You understand? They said, Faith, you the wizard? One of them. Let's make it make sense. Period. Right? I'm the wizard of the mirror. I'm showing you, right? Because the wizard ain't going to do it for you. We're going to show you how it's done. See, I'm going to show you how to fish so you can eat for the long run. That's period. That's point. That's blank. If I'm loud, I apologize. I got excited. I felt like a lion there because when I see my babies in fragments and in pieces and looking here like a broken porcelain doll, right? But they still have their jewelry. They still have their trinkets. Hell, you still look good. Your shoes is clean. Your hair smell good. Ladies, you're looking good. You're smelling good. Men, you look like the mighty lion. But inside, we've hidden some things that got to be brought out for we can really be that lion. We're not the lion we want to be yet, right? We're not accomplishing all the goals we want to meet. Sometimes we procrastinate. Sometimes we pick partners that's not so healthy for us. Sometimes we treat our partner in a way that we know ain't the best way, isn't the best way. There's certain things we do to our children, to our friends, to our family, and certain ways and things we behave in our workplace or with our business that's not helpful. Maybe I don't get assignments done. Maybe I'm not a person that's a type A personality. Something that I'm doing that is not really what I want to be doing or how I want to be doing it. It's because there's things I need to go inside about and see. Now, what it is different for everyone, right? We all been through trials, tribulations, hurts, pains. We've been kicked even when we were down, right? people causing wounds. But I'm going to tell you one thing, Leo, the answers is inside. The healing is inside. Even if the person that caused you the wound came back and said, I'm sorry. If I was in a relationship and it just ended and it hurt, it broke my heart, and that person came back and gave me what they call that closure, that's some shit I just don't believe in. I don't. They said, Faith, you don't believe in closure? Yeah, if you mean in a sense of oneself. Listen, that's an illusion. I don't like to play a lot of games. I don't. I've been an old soul since I was a little girl. I'm not like, my mind work like an older person. I don't want to play games, you guys. And I love you, I do. But we got to keep it real when we're dealing with faith. The fact that I feel like I'll need closure for someone, right? Because they left me in fragments. Remember, our word here is fragmentation, but our number is number 9. How do we get complete? How do we get whole again, right? Somebody in my relationship I'm in, I love dearly, I care about dearly, could have ghosted me, could have left me with children to take care and didn't step up. I don't know. Maybe this person cheated on me, lied, stole. They hurt me in some way when I opened my heart and I was vulnerable. Now, I need closure from this person because I'm stuck in a delusion. I'm delusional. I think I need closure outside of myself, because I don't be completely honest with myself. So Leo, today I'm asking you to start doing this one thing. If you don't do nothing else, is be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. You said, Faith, what that have to do with closure? Well, if you think back at any time you ever felt you needed closure, was it that you expecting the person to come back and tell you exactly why they did you the way they did? And I'm sorry, and walk away, and that's it. You feel good, you forgive them, everything's great, and we jolly with joy. You say, oh, because when you're honest with self, we say, the closure I had an expectation connected to that closure. I had a hope, a wish, and a dream. See, what I really wanted that person to do is tell me stuff that I needed and wanted to hear to close. But in most cases, and 9 times out of 10, that's not what you're going to get. That's why I said it's a delusion. Right? We're delusional to think somebody can close me, because it's nothing that person was going to probably say that has anything to do with closing your cycle. Only thing that they were going to say, and if you ended up in a closed space, is because you realize, you know what? This person ain't going to get it. They're not going to ever treat me right. They're not going to ever come back to me. See that underlining? That underlining was what we really wanted when we asked for closure. We really wanted this person to come try to make it right. We wanted this person to recognize their wrongs they did to me and truly apologize and never do that to me again. In fact, I want you back. And I promise you from this point on, I'll never do it. I was the problem. That's what you really want. But ain't nobody about to give you that but you. So let's just all be honest here, because playing games take too long. Let's not waste no time. Y'all know my camera gonna go out at 32 minutes. Make it make sense. So instead, what we're doing is we're doing the mirror work. We don't need your ass to close me, because that's an illusion. I'm no longer delusional. Instead, I be honest with myself, and I take accountability, and I go within about the experience I had, whether it caused me pain, trauma, hurt, or not. And I look at it, and I'm going to hurt. That's true. But I'm going to learn. I'm going to grow. Right? I'm going to use that as strength. And not only am I going to grow as a person and think different and attract more abundant energy to me, but I'm going to grow and advance spiritually. Going in the psychotarot deck, we'll be pulling off this one energy, number 9, fragmentation. Talk to me, team, more about number 9, fragmentation, for my lovely Leo gang, please. Talk to me, team. Talk to me, team. Coming out hot is sacrifice, number 12, making 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. It's about bringing it all together. Making a sacrifice to bring it all together. Bring what all together? The experiences, the things you've gone through. your perception. All these things has happened for you and not to you, like puzzles. You've got a contract. You signed it before you got here, right? But you got to remember, know thyself. And in order for you to meet that contract, you got to start following your intuition. You have to start listening to your team. You are a spiritual being having a temporary human experience. Everything's happening is to evolve you spiritually, whether you remember or not. Now it's up to you to make the sacrifices needed to get this work done, to get you on track physically in this 3D and spiritually on this 5D. That's up to you, gang. You have free will here in this mental experience. However, the sacrifices that need to be made, the things that need to be brung all together, are the things that happen to you in this plane happening to you or happening for you? Are you gonna, they said happening for me? Well, yeah, if you're a spiritual being and everything is like evolving you spiritually, that means they're happening for you. Even the hurts, even the pains, even the traumas, the smiles, the happiness, the wealth, the good health, all have lessons. All right. We cannot pretend like this is all that there is. You can feel it in your bones. You can feel it in your heart and your soul. You know that there is more. You know your purpose is more meaningful than just this 3D reality, if you're honest with oneself. So let's try that. Let's be honest with oneself and say the sacrifices that need to be made is, maybe I need to meditate more. Maybe I do need to meditate more, to go in the mirror and look at some of the hurt and pain. Some of these pains I cause others, possibly due to being hurt, or because maybe I just didn't feel like being a higher self person. I don't care. I'm not here to judge you. I got no time for that. I'm here to help you, to get you right. More people get right, the higher the frequency of this place raise. And the sun worked better for me. But they said, Faith, okay, I'm being good. Either way it go. They said, this girl got a connection to nature. I don't understand. It's true, I do. However, what I'm trying to tell you, Leo, is to get on track with oneself. Be serious. Make the sacrifices one needs, right? To get one out of this fragment state. Feeling like I'm so fragile, I'm not going to be vulnerable in front of people, or I'm not going to allow people to see that I'm really in pieces, because I see that moon there 3 times. We're hiding this on all sides. I got a moon on top and the moon on both sides. We said we got hidden shields. They don't see. We're not letting them see. I don't care who you let see. Faith is not promoting you to go show anybody anything. These inner rooms are for you and you alone. I'm not even telling you to go to the counselor. I'm not telling you none of that. I'm telling you to go into the mirror. Not physically, guys. You hear me? I'm telling you to go and open the doors, the walls to some of these wounds. Dig in them and dissect them. Figure out why these pains don't just magically go away because I hit them. Because they were lessons. You got to go back and get the lessons, or they'll recycle back. If you were playing a video game, if you don't get everything you need, you got to go back and redo the level. If you get hit or killed before you get to the next level, you start the level all over again. Guys, work with me, metaphorically speaking. Give me one more from the Psychic Tarot for my lovely Leos, please. And thank you. In the dark shadows, dark mirror. Wow, awareness is here. Know thyself, Leo. It's time for you to make sacrifice. If you're aware now, if you remember, you know you're a spiritual being, you can feel the calling. Some of you guys are religious. Some of you guys aren't religious, and you feel the calling and you're thinking, this is a religious calling, right? This is a calling of me. Maybe I need to get closer to God. And it's literally telling you to get closer to self. Now, this faith say, don't go get closer to God. And that's, faith ain't said none of that. I'm just telling you what it's probably telling you to do the most. What I believe and what you believe ain't got to be the same. That's period. We're not worried about other people and outside influences and what they think and how they behave. We're worried about self, especially in this reading. That's what it's all about, right? So what self needs to do is learn how to deal with self. I don't care if you go to church, pray, you're in the masjid temple, but did you get any time out of the day to go meditate, to go ground your energy, to go inside and dig out some of these wounds so you can be better, so you can grow spiritually. You said, well, I went to church. That was me for one, working on my spiritual. No, that was you working on your religion. They said, huh? Maybe your religion tell you you're going to get to heaven. Maybe you went to church because it helps you get to heaven. I'm trying to help you be healthy here and evolve spiritually to the next spiritual level. They said, now you're confused at me. For those who said, I want to get to heaven, I'm not confusing you. All I'm telling you is that, listen, you're a spiritual being having a temporary human experience no matter how you slice the pie, right? No matter which side you bite the apple, period. So if you know that to be true, you better do some of this spiritual work. And this has nothing to do with church or your masjid or temple. I should know. I know about these religions. I know a lot about them. I'm telling you something separate. Imagine that. You got to go to church and meditate. Life is tough. Life is hard. Let's go into the tarot, you guys. We'll go into the tarot and see what we're working with today. Talk to me, team. For Sagittarius in this Dark Shadows, Dark Mirrors read. We're in the Light Seers Tarot deck. Talk to me, team. Guys, remember, like, share, and subscribe. This is a collective energy reading for more than one. This is a Dark Mirrors reading, so it will resonate. Just the level it will resonate are different for most of you guys. Take where it resonates and leave it where it don't. Talk to me, team. What do we got going on with this fragmentation? All right, we got Seven of Swords. Yikes. Ooh, wow. Okay, first thing I heard with that Seven of Swords, and don't hurt me, guys. Don't come for the messenger. I'm just here reading energy. You can take it or leave it, but I'm going to be honest. So with that Seven of Swords, I heard, some of these pains that you're going through, some of the stuff you hide and bury inside is literally stuff that makes you, I don't know, I'm not going to call you a thief. I'm not about to say you're a thief, lie, steal, or cheat. And if you are, take it. Leave it if you're not. What I'm saying is something about you that you're not, you're with right under fragmentation like this, you try to get away with things. Now maybe what you're trying to get away with is, are you trying to trick yourself? Seven of Swords. Swords could be thoughts. Maybe you feel you can sneak away from this inner work, or you can run away from these hurts, these pains. Yikes. You're going to have to make a sacrifice because that's an illusion. You can't run away from it. All you can do is bury it. And don't worry, it's like mold. It's going to grow under the box. And it's going to grow. It's going to create a black flower. And once that black flower creates, that's going to spread all through your walls, all through your heart, your arteries, your organs, your mind. And it's going to start affecting your brain, the way you think, the way you act, the way you behave, which affects the way you treat others, the way you attract, the way you manifest, your household, your work, your business, name it under the sun, and extremely affect your spiritual growth. It is a mold, and it kills. We can't hide from these problems. We can't bury them in. You will recycle, and it will go over and over until it kills. We got to be honest with oneself. With the Nine of Wands coming out with the Seven of Swords, you've been through some stuff. I've been through hell and back, and I'm a wounded warrior. And the way I handle things is with my wounds. Now, a wounded warrior can do things on either coin, right? Everything is duality. That is one way a wounded warrior can do things. They can take those wounds, use those wounds as strengths, as badges, as war badges, as make weapons out of them for the next war. They're the warrior, they're the knight, they're the captain of the ship. Or we can use those wounds and ignore them. And if we ignore a new wound, we can damn near bleed out to death. Do you get what I'm saying? Are you going to bandage the wound, use it, and make a weapon off it? You said a weapon? Yeah, you're going to take that wound, you're going to remember how you got there. And that's going to make you stronger, right? And it becomes a weapon because now you move differently, you think different, you're more prepared. And if that move ever come again, that got you that womb, you're going to know how to counteract it. Talk to me, team. I got the Knight of Swords and the Three of Swords in reverse. So I want no more pain. I'm trying. It's hard for me. I can't run away from these thoughts that cause me pain. I'm stuck in pain, but I don't want to. I don't want to be stuck in this pain. Three of Swords in reverse. Right? Knight of Swords in reverse. I don't want this. I'm trying to run away from it, but I can't run away from it. I'm trying to ignore it, but I can't ignore it. People around me sometimes run away from me because some of you guys are toxic in this behavior with the Three of Swords. You're toxic. Just point blank and period. Some of you guys so toxic that it's cute. That may be for some of you younger ones. I don't know. I could be talking to somebody that's 27, 21. Some of you guys. Not everybody, right? Alright, well, bring me home. It's about the sacrifice. It's about you willing to make the sacrifice, to meditate more, to ground your energy, to be willing to go in. And you are protected with the Seven of Wands. You got your defenses up. You got your guards up because people have treated you away. We ain't going to lie about it. And you have to ignore that energy. You have to ignore people coming up to you. You can't let everybody. You're blocking, you're ignoring a whole, what the heck? Okay, the universe want to give you something and you protect it. But how can you get it if you so guarded and then fragments when the universe only wants to give this to you if you are aware of this pain and fix it? You can't be protected in this energy. You have to be ready to do this work. I have the Seven of Wands that's extremely protected, but you can block your protection. That Three of Swords in reverse is like, I don't know, I just heard some of you guys are healing too. Some of you guys have been doing some of the healing work that needs to be done with the Three of Swords in reverse. Yep, there go Temperance showing his face right there with the Ace of Wands. You do this healing, you're going to get a new beginning. The Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, a clean new slate. But you have to take action with the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And you have to activate that heart, and that desire, that fire, that magic within you. But look, I have Justice in reverse. You have to heal your heart. You cannot continue to go around here thinking what wasn't fair, what didn't work out, how this person did this. You can't do that because everything is duality and polarity. There is no fairness without unfairness. They said, huh? How could fairness exist, or could there be a concept of fairness if there wasn't a concept of unfair? It's a polarity. This is how you get your lessons the most. So things are really balanced, even though justice is in reverse. It's really balanced. What you think is not fair is really happening for you and not to you, but perception is everything. The glass is either half full or it's half empty. You will not have justice. You will not have just karma or fairness, or things will not balance out the scales until you balance them out. It's here for you. All we're asking is you make the sacrifice, take some time out through the day. I need you to tell yourself I love yourself. I need you to start blocking those negative thoughts and replacing them with positive thoughts. But I need you to do it like a habit. Like every time you like, dang, I forgot to do it. Well, I'm going to do it more. I'm going to do it next time until you doing it, right? And I need you to go around, literally, I love myself. I love myself. I love Leo. I love Leo. I love Leo. Okay? It's like when you do your aspirations, when you do your meditations, when you talking things in existence into the universe, we're creating positive cycles. We're replacing negative ones with positive ones to give us the tools we need, that strength, that inner energy, because energy is infinite. We just want to transmute it from negative to positive. This stuff works. You guys, I'm doing a book reading, The Kabbalion, on this channel. This is your week, 6 signs every other week. Stay tuned for bonus videos for the highest viewed channel. For the highest viewed video. Stay tuned for knowledge, which, like I just said, I am doing a blackout book reading of the Kabbalion, and we'll be back. You'll be seeing my hands here shortly. I am actually catching up on finishing this book with my schedule, and the book reading is blacked out. So I feel like once I'm reading the book, come out with the cards. I love you, gang. I do. My friendly, lovely lions, my Leos, my king of the jungles, my fixed fire signs. I want you to use some of your fire energy to remember who you are. Relight that spark, that spiritual spark within, so that you can start passing some of these levels in this video game called life. It is time, because if my lion is in fragments, who else is going to protect the jungle? Gang, I'm gone. Love and gratitude. Check the description box for all you need to know.